Namaskar. Welcome to Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. I'm Ashok Vyas. In today's bulletin, we will take you to Wisconsin with President Trump. We will have a special conversation with Council member Daniel Drom, who represents District 25, about COVID-19 situation. We will also share a part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's address in Man Ki Baat, where he talks about Parva and Paryavaran. And then we take you to New Jersey, where you will get to see special Ganesh Visarjan organized by Gayatri Center. And finally, in today's Vision of Asia, remembering lyricist Shailendra. All this coming up right after these short messages. Stay with us. Welcome back to Vision of Asia. And now, on a serious note, in terms of the way a situation turned at Kenosha, Wisconsin, riots took place. In the aftermath of riots and that chaos, gradually the order has started settling in. There are many issues. The situation is still complicated, yet overall it is under control. President Trump also visited Wisconsin, and on his way back, he assured the local community that government is going to support them in rebuilding. And this rebuilding process is important every time, especially in this election year. Here are some excerpts from President Trump's assuring words to the local people at Wisconsin, with thanks to White House.
So this store was here 109 years, just about the oldest in the nation, doing what you did.
In the state, for sure.
It's fantastic. And we're going to help them a lot. I think we're going to help them a lot. Would you like to say something?
I just appreciate President Trump coming today. Everybody here does. We're so thankful that we got the federal troops in to help, because once they got here, things did calm down quite a bit. And our city police and sheriff and fire departments are awesome. They work harder than you can believe, 24/7.
That's true. These gentlemen did a fantastic job working with the federal government, and it was really great. And once we said, let's go, that was the end of it. Unfortunately, they had a few days when people wouldn't call us. They didn't want to have us come in. They just don't want us to come in, and then destruction is done. A day early, we would have saved your store.
Absolutely.
1 day early.
1 day early.
So the governors have to call, the mayors have to call. As soon as they call, the federal government will come in. It'll put it out. You take the ultimate example is Portland. It's been terrible for a long time, for many decades, actually. I read a story, 50 years, but you take a look what's been happening for the last 94 days. We would put it out within 1 hour. It would take 1 hour, maybe less. And that's really what happened here. And it happened in Minneapolis also. Came in, it went for 9 days, and we came in. It ended almost from the minute we came in. But these governors don't want to call. The mayors don't want to call. And they have to call and they have to ask. I want to thank Bill Barr is here someplace. Bill, thank you very much. And a man that just got a very strong promotion in a sense. Chad's here, so we're going to have some meetings. We're going to meet with some of the owners, and then we're going to have a round table. I think you're going to be there, but we're going to work with you. We're going to help you, okay? We'll help you rebuild. It's a great area. It's a great state. This should never happen. A thing like this should never happen. They have to call early. Okay, thank you. I'll see you over there. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, President.
COVID-19 has affected our lives in almost all the aspects of our lives, whether it is traveling, eating, going out, meeting, doing your business, and how we are coping up with the economic challenges that has come by due to COVID-19. Each community has its own unique challenges. Representing East Elmhurst, Council member Daniel Drom from District 25 talked to Aditi Lamba, and he's not totally satisfied with the efforts and the support coming from the state government. Here are some excerpts from the conversation where he also talks about and shares his concern about reopening of schools.
There is a adult day center in Elmhurst. which was also kind of a nursing home. It's really actually both. And we were calling attention to the large increase of COVID within those types of institutions. And we got very little help from the state. I just don't understand what was going on. But, the governor was placing elderly people taking them out of hospitals and placing them into nursing homes, knowing that they had COVID. And those elderly patients are the most vulnerable. And they're not only the patients who were coming in, but the patients who were already living there. So I'm critical of the governor on the nursing home issue. And we really need to address that so that does not happen again in the future. There does seem to be some progress there, but not enough in my opinion. And then in terms of the mayor, we were getting very mixed messages in the beginning. I think now it is more cohesive, and the mayor has been holding daily news conferences since the start of the pandemic. But getting information out to New Yorkers is really important. And opening the restaurants, I think, as soon as possible is also something that's important. We just had the issue of the school openings.
Right.
Today, they announced an agreement with the United Federation of Teachers that they're going to delay the school opening from September 10th until September 21st. So that was quite controversial in the beginning. The mayor was not giving in. He wanted to keep the school opening on September 10th, but the union, United Federation of Teachers, and other unions, the principals union as well, was saying, no, we need extra time. So this seems to be somewhat of a compromise, but it's really important. Children are now probably one of the top spreaders of COVID. Right. And so children gathering in schools can be a dangerous situation. We need to ensure that their schools are safe and secure and that people will be healthy in those buildings.
Council member, a lot of parents are watching you right now on ITV Gold. They're so concerned about their students going back to school. They're still not sure if a hybrid learning is going to be good for them or if they should only stay on virtual. What is your recommendation or advice to them?
That's a really hard question, to be honest with you. I think for a lot of our parents, particularly the parents in my district, and for many of our South Asian parents in particular, they've got to get back to work. And so they desperately need the services of school, even if it's 1 or 2 days a week where they have in-person learning, or they can't go back to work. So even if they get a break 1 or 2 days a week and they know that they're going to be going to school, at least then the parents don't have to pay for a babysitter or rely on a neighbor to take care of their children. At the same time, our parents are nervous that our children would get sick. Yeah. So that's a real dilemma. I'm not a parent and I don't know what decision I would make. I tend to think I would probably go with the virtual learning, with the remote learning, 100%. I don't know. Everybody has to make their own decision on this, considering their circumstances, but a very difficult decision to make.
Definitely, and we have to keep the students safe somehow. Given universities across the country are right now reporting COVID-19 cases. We've even heard of many schools shutting down. We're just hoping the best here for New York. I want to now take this conversation and really discuss something that's, impacting the nation a lot right now.
Going towards India with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, every month he makes special address on radio, which is known as Man Ki Baat. It is interactive also, and it is inspiring as well as filled with words that connects ancient wisdom to modern day challenges. And in recent address, he appreciated the restraint observed by all Indians in the face of COVID-19. He also talked about festivals and said how festivals and environment are intertwined. Here are some excerpts from Man Ki Baat by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
आमतौर पर ये समय उत्सव का होता है, जगह जगह मेले लगते हैं, धार्मिक पूजा पाठ होते हैं। कोरोना के संकट काल में लोगों में उमंग तो है, उत्साह भी है, लेकिन हम सबको मन को छू जाए वैसा अनुशासन भी है। बहुतेक रूप में देखा जाए तो नागरिकों में दायित्व का एहसास भी है। लोग अपना ध्यान रखते हुए, दूसरों का ध्यान रखते हुए अपने रोजमर्रा के काम भी कर रहे हैं। देश में हो रहे हर आयोजन में जिस तरह का संयम और सादगी इस बार देखी जा रही है, वो अभूतपूर्व है। गणेशोत्सव भी कहीं ऑनलाइन मनाया जा रहा है, तो ज्यादातर जगहों पर इस बार इको फ्रेंडली गणेश जी की प्रतिमा स्थापित की गई है। साथियों, हम बहुत बारीकी से अगर देखेंगे तो एक बात अवश्य हमारे ध्यान में आएगी। हमारे पर्व और पर्यावरण, इन दोनों के बीच एक बहुत गहरा नाता रहा है। जहां एक और हमारे पर्वों में पर्यावरण और प्रकृति के साथ सहजीवन का संदेश छिपा होता है, तो दूसरी ओर कई सारे पर्व प्रकृति की रक्षा के लिए ही मनाए जाते हैं। जैसे बिहार के पश्चिमी चंपारण में सदियों से थारू आदिवासी समाज के लोग 60 घंटे के लॉकडाउन, या उनके ही शब्दों में कहें तो 60 घंटे के बरना का पालन करते हैं। प्रकृति की रक्षा के लिए बरना को थारू समाज ने अपनी परंपरा का हिस्सा बना लिया है और सदियों से बनाया है। इस दौरान न कोई गांव में आता है, न ही कोई अपने घरों से बाहर निकलता है। और लोग मानते हैं कि अगर वो बाहर निकले या कोई बाहर से आया तो उनके आने जाने से लोगों की रोजमर्रा की गतिविधियों से नए पेड़ पौधों को नुकसान हो सकता है। बरना की शुरुआत में भव्य तरीके से हमारे आदिवासी भाई बहन पूजा पाठ करते हैं और उसकी समाप्ति पर आदिवासी परंपरा के गीत, संगीत, नृत्य जम करके उसके कार्यक्रम भी होते हैं। साथियों, इन दिनों ओणम का पर्व भी धूमधाम से मनाया जा रहा है। ये पर्व चिनगम महीने में आता है। इस दौरान लोग कुछ नया खरीदते हैं, अपने घरों को सजाते हैं, पुक्लम बनाते हैं, ओणम सादिया का आनंद लेते हैं। तरह तरह के खेल और प्रतियोगिताएं भी होती हैं। ओणम की धूम तो आज दूर सुदूर विदेशों तक पहुंची हुई है। अमेरिका हो, यूरोप हो या खाड़ी देश हो, ओणम का उल्लास आपको हर कहीं मिल जाएगा। ओणम एक इंटरनेशनल फेस्टिवल बनता जा रहा है। साथियों, ओणम हमारी कृषि से जुड़ा हुआ पर्व है। ये हमारी ग्रामीण अर्थव्यवस्था के लिए भी एक नई शुरुआत का समय होता है। किसानों की शक्ति से ही तो हमारा जीवन, हमारा समाज चलता है। हमारे पर्व किसानों के परिश्रम से ही रंग बिरंगे बनते हैं। हमारे अन्नदाता को, किसानों की जीवनदायिनी शक्ति को वेदों में भी बहुत गौरवपूर्ण रूप से नमन किया गया है। ऋग्वेद में मंत्र है, अन्नानाम पतये नमः, अन्नानाम पतये नमः, क्षेत्राणाम पतये नमः। अर्थात अन्नदाता को नमन है, किसान को नमन है। हमारे किसानों ने कोरोना के इस कठिन परिस्थितियों में भी अपनी ताकत को साबित किया है। हमारे देश में इस बार खरीफ की फसल की बुआई पिछले साल के मुकाबले 7% ज्यादा हुई है। धान की रुपाई इस बार लगभग 10%, दालें लगभग 5%, मोटे अनाज, कोर्स सीरियल्स लगभग 3%, ऑयल सीड्स लगभग 13%, कपास लगभग 3% ज्यादा बोई गई है। मैं इसके लिए देश के किसानों को बधाई देता हूं, उनके परिश्रम को नमन करता हूं।
You're watching Vision of Asia Voice of Community on ITV Gold. This special program comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursdays at 8 p.m. and a special edition of Vision of Asia is presented specially for you every week on Sunday at 11 a.m. As always, we appreciate your continued patronage, support and love that helps us sustain our enthusiasm and do better than what we have already done. On this March of Excellence, recollecting the leadership of our chairman, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, and wishing each and everyone you a good health, with a request to stay with us. We'll be right back after these short messages. Ganesh Utsa was observed with traditional devotion and enthusiasm by members of Gayatri Center, New Jersey. And after the conclusion of 9-day festival, the day of Ganesh Visarjan was also a very exciting event. You'll see how everyone participated and was blessed by the auspicious presence of Lord Ganapati, who was invoked through sincere worship. Over to Gayatri Center, New Jersey.
सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Gayathri Party Bar, we are gathered here today at Gayathri Chetna Center, Piscataway, New Jersey to celebrate Ganesh Visarjan. Over this past week, Ganesh Ji has blessed us and removed a few obstacles in our path. Ganesh is the remover of obstacles, and COVID-19 has proven to be a great obstacle during today's times. So we wish him all the best this upcoming week, and we prayed that we may get through this difficulty. Jai Gurudev.
ગાયત્રી ચેતના સેન્ટરમાંથી હું વિનોદ બોલું છું. ખૂબ જ સુંદર રીતે આજે ગણપતિ વિસર્જનનો કાર્યક્રમ ઉજવાઈ રહ્યો છે. આઈટીવીનું ખૂબ ખૂબ સ્વાગત કરું છું. ગણપતિ આપ સર્વને અમો સર્વને ખૂબ જ પ્રેરણા આપે છે. ગણપતિ વિવેકના દેવતા છે, વિઘ્નહર્તા દેવતા છે. ખૂબ જ સુંદર રીતે અમે ગણપતિને એક વીક માટે ગાયત્રી ચેતના સેન્ટરના દિવ્ય પ્રાંગણમાં રાખ્યા અને એમની પૂજન કર્યું અને આજે એમને વિદાય આપી રહ્યા છે. વિદાય સાથે અમે આપણે સૌ સંકલ્પ કરીએ કે આપણામાં જે પણ બુરાઈ હોય એમાંની એક બુરાઈ છોડી દઈએ અને ગણપતિ આપણને જે કંઈ પ્રેરણાઓ આપે, ગણપતિમાં જે કંઈ સુસંસ્કાર છે એમાંનો એક સારો સદ્ગુણ, એમાંનો એક સારો સંસ્કાર આપણે સૌ ગ્રહણ કરીએ અને આપણું જીવનને ધન્ય બનાવે. એ જ ગણપતિનું મહત્ત્વ છે. ગણપતિ વિવેકના દેવતા છે, વિઘ્નહર્તા દેવતા છે. તો અમો સર્વના જીવનમાં દરેક જણની અંદર એ વિવેકની વૃદ્ધિ થાય, વિવેકની સૌને પ્રાપ્તિ થાય. એ ભાવ સાથે ગુરુદેવ ગાયત્રી માતા ગણેશજી મહાકાલને પ્રાર્થના. જય ગુરુદેવ, જય ગાયત્રી.
मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजः मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षो मंगलायतनो हरि सर्वमंगल
Uski गणपति बापा मोरया, बरस तू जल्दी आना।
गणपति बप्पा मोरया, अगले बरस तू जल्दी आ। गणपति बप्पा मोरया।
Before we conclude today's Vision of Asia, here is a special story where we share a part of that conversation where lyricist Shailendra was remembered. Shailendra, as you know, has given us many memorable Hindi film songs. Let us hear more about Shailendra, whose date of birth was on 30th August. In a short span of 43 years, he gave such memorable songs which has made him immortal.
जहाँ तक शैलेंद्र जी की बात आती है, तो जैसे कि आपने शुरुआत की कि मेरे लिए वो एक फिल्म लिरिसिस्ट ही नहीं बल्कि एक महान साहित्यकार और एक कवि हैं। तो जब उनके गीतों की बात आती है तो जो आपने कहा कि ज़मीं पर स्वर्ग, तो उन्होंने न केवल अपने लिए पर हम सबके लिए अपने शब्दों के माध्यम से, अपने थॉट प्रोसेस, अपनी फिलॉसफी के माध्यम से एक स्वर्ग ही बनाया और हम आज तक उनके हर गीत को, हर बोल को याद करते हैं। तो मैं यही कहूँगी कि उनका जीवन छोटा था लेकिन उनके साहित्य की वजह से, उनकी कविताओं की वजह से वो आज भी जीवित है और वो अमर है। जो हम कहते हैं ना अमर होना, तो अपने जिंदगी से नहीं पर अपनी कृतियों से अमर होना जो कहते हैं वो शैलेंद्र जी ने सिद्ध किया है।
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने, और ये बात सुनते हुए मन में एक प्रकार का रोमांच सा जाग जाता है। जो शख्स सिर्फ 43 बरस के आसपास रहा, 1966 के बाद से वो हमारे बीच में नहीं है, पर हम में से ऐसे कम लोग होंगे जिन्होंने ये गीत ना सुना होगा कि दिल का हाल सुने दिल वाला। और दिल की बात करने वाले अभिनव शुक्ला जी, आपकी तरफ जब शैलेंद्र जी की स्मृतियों के साथ मैं बढ़ रहा हूँ, तो कहीं आपको ऐसा लगा है कि आप गीत भी लिखते हैं और शैलेंद्र ने कहीं ना कहीं आपको अचेतन में कुछ गुदगुदाया हो, कुछ प्रेरणा दी हो?
शैलेंद्र जी के गीत जो हैं वो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बचपन से लेकर और बुढ़ापे तक के कैनवस को बहुत सरल शब्दों में समेटते हैं। मैं छोटा था तो एक गीत गाता था कि नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चे तेरी मुट्ठी में क्या है, वो शैलेंद्र जी का लिखा हुआ गीत था। थोड़ा बड़ा हुआ तो मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून इंग्लिशतानी, वो शैलेंद्र जी का लिखा हुआ था। फिर होठों पे सच्चाई रहती है, दिन ढल जाए, एक एक गीत जैसे मोती की तरह पिरोया हुआ गीत था।
And now before we say goodbye to you, time to recollect. You can stay in touch with us on our Facebook page and do subscribe ITV Gold's YouTube channel. Keep writing to us. Email ID itvgold has events@itvgold.com. Thank you very much for being a part of this show with lots and lots of good wishes. This is Shok Vyas.